Here's the whole secret to making the most tender meat roll. I'm going to add 1.5 cups of beer, then cover it with plastic wrap. Let it marinate for 2 hours. In a bowl, I add 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise. I love recipes like this. Simple, but with a special twist. 1 tablespoon of mustard. I make sure to use every drop. 2 tablespoons of pickled cucumbers juice, and I add 1 teaspoon of paprika. Now I mix everything very well. In a pan, I add oil, 1 chopped onion, and half a chopped red bell pepper. I'm going to saute these 2 ingredients. Tell me what you think of the recipe so far. I'd love to know. I add 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and stir the saute again. And before I forget, let me know which city you're watching from so I can send a special shout out. Today's shout out goes to Jonathan Miller from Austin, Texas. I'm so glad you're enjoying our recipes. I make a cut down the middle of the meat and open it up. I do this to make it easier to handle when it's time to roll. I place a sheet of plastic on top and tenderize the meat with a meat mallet. This step really helps the seasoning penetrate and makes everything cook evenly. I add salt to taste, black pepper to taste, and spread everything well across the meat. I make a cut at the end of the meat like this. And now I add the sauté we prepared earlier. Then I top it with mozzarella to taste and add a special touch, 6 slices of deli turkey. This makes the recipe even more nutritious. I add 3 mashed eggs on top. I smooth it out carefully, making sure it stays in place. And now I can start rolling up our meat roll. At the cuts I made on the ends, I'll insert toothpicks to hold it all together. This is my favorite part. Look how amazing it's turning out. On a baking tray, I place the meat just like this. Then I pour the sauce we prepared right on top. I love making this recipe. My family loved it, and I'm sure yours will too. I'm baking it in the oven at 356 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 hour. Look how incredible this recipe is. It's absolutely delicious. Have you ever tried a recipe like this at home? Tell me. I'd love to hear about it. I always get excited when I reach this part of the meal, and I can finally enjoy this amazing dish. The knife slides in so easily, and you can see how tender it is on the inside. It's perfectly cooked, with that texture we all love.